Welcome back to A Corporate Time. So, you're a Baja Blast man
I'm a Baja
now?
Blast man now. And this may come as a shock to everybody. I know most people know me as Mountain Dew Danny. I think most people in Orlando refer to me as that. But now I am the Baja Blast boss. I am now a Baja Blast man, and I'm going to tell you why. There's a scientific reason why I'm switching to Baja Blast, and I'm going strictly Baja. Let me take a little pull of that. Smooth. This doesn't have the stingy, back of the throat, over-caffeinated citrus flavor that regular Mountain Dew has. This has what can only be described as natural and artificial tropical lime flavor. I think the tropical lime is better for podcasting professionals such as you and I, the biggest podcast in Florida.
I like how they put natural and artificial.
Yeah, well, the natural's not enough. It's not enough.
It's like
Which is better, the artificial or the natural?
Well, people want the natural.
Right.
And they're afraid of the artificial.
But the natural's expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
I learned
that. It doesn't hold up. It's going to go rotten.
Yeah.
You need the artificial. It never goes rotten.
I'm that way with everything now. Like when I go to a bakery or bake shop or I go to buy baked goods, I'll ask. I'll say, what kind of flavorings are you using? Are you using real vanilla bean? Or are you using crushed up cicada shells? And if they say cicada shells, I say you got it right. I'm all about artificial bug flavoring.
They use bugs?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No, I have no idea.
I think one full-size Madagascar vanilla bean that you scrape the vanilla bean out of, that's $75. But a whole bag of cicada dumps or shells, or their doo-doo, sometimes they use their doo-doo, a whole bag of cicada doo-doo, same flavoring. Not even 1/100th of the cost.
Hold on, why are they using cicadas? Do they have naturally taste like vanilla?
Beaver glands, they use beaver glands. Yeah, some things taste like vanilla. So you could either do $78 for one vanilla bean, or you could get a bag of beaver glands. And it's
beaver glands?
Beaver glands.
Oh, so it's got to be more expensive to harvest beaver glands.
Oh, my God. Beavers are everywhere, dude.
No, I thought beavers were endangered.
No, that's an invasive. We got beavers all over the place,
No,
man.
I've never seen a beaver one time.
I know you have. Hey, comedy.
So,
that's not mine. That's Mark Norman. But I do like to say it because I think he's got it right.
Can't they just mix a bunch of chemicals to make vanilla?
They do. They mix
crushed
cicada shells and beaver glands.
Why do they even need insect shells?
And how do they figure out that it tastes like this? That it tastes close. You've never heard this before? You didn't know that a lot of these artificial flavorings were crushed up insect shells and like.
No. That's outside of my algorithm.
Yeah, that's real. That's real stuff.
Let's
talk about your algorithm for a second. What is in your algorithm right now?
Hold on, I want to finish with Baja Blast.
Okay, please.
Because
I think I've solved our problem because you have a phlegm throat, I have a phlegm throat. We both, if we're just doing detective work, we both drink 6 gallons of Diet Mountain Dew a day, which is embarrassing.
Don't tell people that.
Well, it's better than Kratom. We were doing Kratom and 6 gallons. We were doing 6 gallons of Diet Mountain Dew and 2 scoops of Kratom.
I kind of want to start doing Kratom
I do too. Especially now. I feel like now's the time. Right? I feel like this.
I used to do Kratom before I worked out. I was always fine.
I used to do it. You know what?
It gave me bad diarrhea, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, the worst part about Kratom is I would do a scoop. I'd come in here, and man, that first email I would answer would be perfection because I'm on point. I got like that first hit of the pain pill. But then I'd have to run to the bathroom, and it's horrible, horrible explosive diarrhea.
Impossible to get any other pain pills nowadays. That's gone. Because I'd prefer that.
I think we can. I mean, we just need to find people that have them that will give them to us.
No, I'll get addicted. And then it'll be real bad. Danny Bonducci.
Anytime we start talking about this.
Yeah. It's real good. If you gave me one every day and then stopped, I'm going to be real mad. I'm going to start pooping everywhere.
I think I could do that. Like Bam Margera. Remember when Bam was talking about how he's like, hey, I just do one lime White Claw a day. And I'm like, you do one lime White Claw? No, you don't do one lime White Claw a day. You can only do one?
Well,
and when do you do it? Do you shotgun it at 9 a.m. and you're like, 24 hours? Or do you wait?
No, you wait to the end.
You wait to the end of the day?
Yeah. But then you say one, but you drink one, then you're like, all right, I'm just going to have the next one. I'll put it in ice, so it's kind of like it's diluted. It's basically ice. And then you'll have those 2, and then you'll have 2 more. and then you'll just tell your wife, like, I have 1. Anyway.
Okay,
so Baja Blast.
I have to admit something to you before you go to Baja Blast. There have been times when I've been drinking a Coors Light C- pint, because I love a good Coors Light.
Yeah.
And I get down to about maybe 1/3 of it is left. I've consumed 2/3 of it, and I'll knock it over so I can get a fresh one.
Yeah.
Because it counts as I'll even waste the beer in there. I'll be like, it's spilled. I'll finish that one, and then I'll get another one, and then I'll count that one.
There's nothing better than lying to yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it somehow can work, but if you think about it, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're doing.
They say lying to yourself.
To do it.
They say that lying to yourself only harms you, but that's only if you know you love it. That's what I say. All right, Baja Blast.
If you tell me what does Baja Blast taste like,
yes,
let's think about this. So because you're drinking it, but I've never drank Baja Blast, and immediately I want to go some sort of tropical.
Yes.
But that's not Baja. Mexico is the desert.
Oh, yeah. This is where
it's
they
just
kill.
Near the
Isn't this where the
ocean.
cartels cut people's heads off in the Baja? The Baja is a very dangerous place with a lot of bad hombres.
They just race, 4x4s there in Baja.
I've
and
seen
there's a
that.
long
Yeah.
beach.
Yeah.
Nothing but I think it's just the desert and the beach there and 4x4s.
I always think dune buggies.
Dune buggies, yeah, dunes. So then it's not tropical, but it tricks me into thinking it should be tropical.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, well, what is it then?
Well, they have it tropical here, and they do say tropical.
So
it's got a wave. It's got a beach ball.
Okay, so it's beach. So pina colada. And then you're
I don't taste any pina colada, though. This is more lime. They just say lime. Like, I never knew that. Like, I used to resist Baja Blast all the time. I never wanted to drink it. We had a lot of listeners that would try, hey, Dan, get on that Baja Blast. I'm like, nah, man. I'm a regular diet Mountain Dew. I'm a pure blood green. Straight green. I love the straight, regular citrus green. I don't want any variations. I've tried Code Red. I've tried Major Melons. I've tried them all. But I like straight green. But this Baja is really creeping in, and the reason is scientific. It has less of that phlegm throat, and I think that this Baja Blast will make me a better podcaster.
This is where I miss Sam. I had a good Major Melons joke. I know. So just think about.
Now would be the day to do it. Megan, go ahead. Yeah. I feel like you're in the clear now. All right, go ahead and do it.
I was doing Major Melons, and then that's really. Then I look at Sam, and she's like, "What?"
Is the correct? Are you supposed to say they are major? Is that the correct answer? Is that the callback?
I do some sort of salute,
and then you give an auga.
Oh yeah. Okay. But it's weird that they don't call it lime. Mountain Dew, because then people know what to expect.
You being in the marketing department though, and they're like, Tom, go around the room. Who's got an idea? I've got an idea for the name, Baja Blast. Tom, what do you have? Lime Mountain Dew.
And then now that I think about it, like they want the
sizzle,
the sizzle of Baja Blast because it sounds.
Yeah, all of their names are kind of
extreme.
Yeah,
right?
Like High Voltage is one of them. That's the blue one.
Yeah, and it's all got the same caffeine, right? The same.
It's
the same formula.
Yeah, it's all about the same. Yeah, they're
just adding some.
They have
different
to put
flavor.
the caffeine on the back of it now. They what is it? Isn't it like 90 grams or 68 grams or something like that? But yeah, it's all the same, basically the same formula.
Yeah.
It's just all the same crap. But it doesn't
have the orange juice that gives the phlegm.
Yeah, it doesn't have the orange juice for the phlegm. You can even see it. Look how thinner it looks.
Yeah.
It looks thinner, so I think that's why I think I'm Baja for life now. Baja Danny.
We could just take caffeine, because the only reason we drink this garbage is because the caffeine.
Correct.
We just want caffeine.
Yeah.
We're addicted to the caffeine.
To chasing chemicals,
we need uppers.
Well, I'm addicted to endorphin dumps.
Yeah. What the caffeine triggers
Yeah,
that.
so that's why, like every break that we do the show, I'll go to the bathroom and stab myself in the leg because I have to feel something. To get I have to feel something. I'm addicted to feeling something because everything else is so mundane.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I do need some more excitement in my life.
Let's go to the strip club.
I'm embarrassed to be seen there.
Let's take your sons to the strip club.
No, I'll never take that.
Will you let me go when they're 18? Will you let me go?
Hell no.
Come on.
Yeah. Tommy's 10 years old.
What if I'm buying? That's 8 years.
No.
I can save up now.
I-
Costa Rica trip. Boys trip. Costa Rican boy trip. Hijinks.
Tommy
Back alleys.
is 8 years away from being 18
That
years
scares
old.
you, doesn't it?
But it seems way further mentally and because of how I look at him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I was
From your perspective, absolutely. He's your child. He's a baby.
You know, I was like just smoking dope at 15. And
Right.
Crystal tells me that she was smoking cigarettes at Jesus Camp at 12.
Oh, man.
12 years old, dude.
Wow.
That's 2 years. I mean, that's, younger than my niece.
Well, then just don't put him in Jesus camp.
Well, it's just...
Only the Jesus kids smoke cigarettes.
The point being is that these things that happened to us when we were around Tommy's age scares me.
Yeah, I know.
Although it's not going to be his reality.
I can't even watch Bob's Burgers now without them saying something about Viagra and then having to have a whole discussion about how Bob's wife snuck a Viagra in his lasagna and he had a boner the whole episode.
Yeah,
I don't want to deal with that.
That's difficult with girls.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
I have open conversations about boners with my son.
Yeah, okay.
we joke around about it.
It's like talking about handguns. I feel like it's safe. It's safety. You normalize it.
All right, we have to get out of here.
Yep.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Got it. All right, nice. That is our...
And then we'll just do a Thursday.
You gonna do a segment of voicemails, emails?
Yeah.
Kupo says, Tommy is older now than I was when I started listening. I wonder what media he'll be consuming 20 years from now. It's a good question. Videos, I would imagine some sort of MP4.
Well, it's going to be YouTube.
Bob's Boners, you guys.
It's going to be the same content like... Although both my sons every morning get up and then watch the anime, so maybe there'll be an anime.
Anime is the least of your worries because typically it's super creative. The stories are super well thought out. A lot of them are old as fuck. Some of the best anime is like 30 and 40 years old. Get them on some Vampire Hunter D. That's my anime. Anybody in the chat room remember Vampire Hunter D? Shit was badass. I love anime because it's just fantasy. All right, you want to start this one?
Sure.
And I'll get that. We got Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. And these are things you can watch with them, too. A lot of it's sci-fi. You can find some of the, like, have they seen Akira? I mean, it's graphic, but where the one where they race on the motorcycles through the city and then the kid turns into the giant beast and he destroys the entire city.
No, I don't even know why. I mean, they have infinite choices.
I'm jealous again. I'm very jealous
why
that they
chose that.
Anime. Anime would be fantastic. I would love that. All right, dude. Why don't you begin, and we'll plug some stuff, and then we'll go to emails and voicemails. Here we go. Oh, the whole chat room is offering to list as many. And, guys, make sure these are vetted for, like, sex and disgusting stuff. But we have a lot of anime fans in there that can give you some good stuff. All right, here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch and on YouTube, and now podcasts are watchable, and you can watch us, and we would love for you to go over, like, and subscribe. Let's choose YouTube today. Go over there and search for Tom and Dan Live and hit that subscribe button.
The Sanford Food Truck Fiesta is this Sunday, November 10th. It's from 3 to 8.
Yeah.
Eric's going to be out there. He brings a rack of $10 Tom and Dan shirts you can grab. Other promotional items. I know Modern Plumbing's out there next to Eric. Say what's up to them. And also History After Dark, November 21st, the Orange County Regional History Center. It's a free event. It's the part of their third Thursday free events that they do. And it's a opportunity for you to walk around the History Center and drink some cocktails and some drinks, and then
we always
just
offer,
wander around and have a good time.
We offer up really good opportunities for you guys to have great date nights and great adventures with your significant other, and this would be a good one to go there and just do something out of the ordinary. You're going to learn something, and you're in some of the nicest facilities in our city. So and we're pretty proud that they choose to work with us. So yeah, go there, take advantage of the stuff that they have to offer. I mean, you've heard me talking about the History Center and their Halloween stuff for years. I used to take Maisie there as a baby. It's like, go there, take advantage of these things that we have. They're great stuff. And you'll have a good time.
Oh yeah, and then Cows and Cabs is a charity event Daniel and I are going to on November 9th.
Let's talk about that for a second. Quick topic: Cows and Cabs.
Yep.
What are you wearing?
I mean, I was just gonna jeans and a button-down shirt.
No. This is a cowboy event.
No. The cows are the beef. It's a food. It's like food and wine.
I asked my wife.
It's not a cowboy event.
Tom,
that's not what they told me. There's nothing. It's in Winter Park.
It's like you dress up like a cowboy.
No, you don't. That the marketing people didn't tell me that.
I swear on my life. I swear on my daughter's life.
Awesome.
The whole chat room was saying, this is you dress up. You wear cowboy attire.
Oh, okay. No. This is how you trick people into going to a themed
party. No, I did
party.
this once before to another host. I would never do this to you. I respect you too much to do this.
That's a lie. You're lying. I'm not dressing up like a stupid cowboy.
It's a cowboy. Because my wife already set out my dad's 2 Stetsons. I have to pick between my dad's Stetsons. I'm dressing cowboy.
No, I'm not even going to stand next to you then. You're embarrassed.
I'll be sitting at your table.
I'm there to marketing. There's no tables. It's just you walk around and then I'm just going for business.
Dressing as a cowboy. So if you don't want me to dress as a cowboy, then you better uninvite me because my wife has already selected her boots. She's wearing a denim get-up. That's what they call. That's what cowboys call their outfits.
No one's wearing that.
My wife is wearing denim and a cowboy hat. She had it on this morning. She was pulling them out of the closet.
It's not a cowboy themed.
It is.
The cows is because it's beef. And
these
good.
Are cattle ranchers, and we're gonna walk around with cattle ranchers. I'm gonna go buy a pair of boots. I need a pair of boots for my Casey Musgrave concert. I'm gonna go get some boots.
It's just a bunch of Winter Park restaurants, and
Tracy says she would dress up too.
No, it's not. It's not
can't
a
even
cowboy
call
theme.
My wife's on a call right now, but we'll get back to this. But I am wearing cowboy outfit.
No, it's not a cowboy.
I'm buying a bolo this weekend. I'm buying one before Saturday.
I'm
going to tell Crystal so she dresses up too, and you're the only one that doesn't dress up. That's called the old reverse switcheroo. If I get everybody else on board dressing up, I can flank you. I can flank you by texting your wife.
Okay, I told myself this year
more
that
fun.
I needed to. No, this is business.
Okay.
I told my wife I'll have more fun, but I'm just appeasing her.
Okay, gotcha. So it's a trick. It's a trick.
Yeah. I'll tell anybody anything they want to hear.
It's the smoke. He blows the smoke.
Yeah. They're like, you need to be more fun. I'm like, all right, I'll be more fun.
Look how fun I am.
And I'll do nothing else really. And then
just tell us what we want to hear.
Yeah, but that's what I love. So I told myself I need to do more networking because other businessmen do more networking, and all I'm doing.
Who's going to pull more people over to you for networking than a little guy dressed as a cowboy?
They're going to think you're part of some entertainment.
Oh my God, KC from Kid Rock, the ghost of KC from Kid Rock.
They hired a little person bartender. I love that. I'm rich. I love
this. Watch this. What'll it be, partner?
Rich people love little people bartenders.
I know. That's why I'm trying to get rich. It's like a bartend for myself.
So I told myself, I'm like, all right, you need to start getting more involved with what other businessmen do. Because
you need a mentor. That's what I've heard.
No, it's hard. Mentors are hard for me.
You think mentor's gay? I knew you thought mentor was gay. I knew you thought. Every time I say mentor, you're like, you bristle.
The problem with mentors is
it sounds too much like minotaur, and that sounds gay.
it goes back to like not wanting my wife to call people sir, right?
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to be like a subordinate to somebody that, like, who do you think you are? You think you're better than me? And
Yes,
they are, but they are better than you.
I know.
That's the whole point of a mentor.
Yeah, but I'm like, what are you doing? And then
then they'll show you. They'll be like, well, I have this company, I diversify this, and I have this, and you're like, are you going to put your hands on your hips and go like, not good enough?
No, well, you know what's wrong with the mentor? I want them to tell me exactly what to do to get rich.
Yeah, but
and
nobody
never
knows.
Does.
We're the only guys doing this stupid thing. Why did we choose this?
They tell me a couple ideas. I'm like, those don't work. I did it already. And they're like,
we took something that's hard and dying, and we said, let's make it independent.
No, you know what the mentors will do? They do what Jim Colbert did to me back when I was an intern.
I knew we'd get all the way down to the core. It's black as coal in the core.
I'm tired of bringing this up. So, and a lot of people do this, and I think mentors do this because they get lazy and because thinking of good ideas is hard.
Are we going to, before you say this statement, because this is a pump and dump, are we planning on mentoring anybody before we destroy mentoring?
I've tried to mentor people. They don't do what I say. Then I'm like, all right, well, whatever. But you know what?
I try to mentor people, but they don't listen to me. That's another one of your gems.
No, but the funny part about that is that this is
like you're telling your sons to do the golf swing, and they're like, I got it.
Yeah. Well, no, it's also the element of this, right? So if I was mentoring another podcast, I would tell them exactly what we did, right?
Right.
But part of what we did and part of what they need to do is build an audience, and then I'll teach them how to monetize that through advertising, through like promotions and events, all this stuff. But then the building the audience part is the part that they have to do, and it's impossible for me to tell them how to do that, right?
I'm still thinking about what kind of cowboy hat you're going to wear.
So if someone's mentoring us,
yes,
they would tell us, all right, you need to build a bigger audience, and therefore you'll make more money through advertising and through partnership.
Well,
that's what it's all about.
Hold on.
Yeah. Well, that's what mentoring ends up being. So if someone,
Mr. Obvious, so you're calling all mentors,
yes,
Mr. Obvious.
No offense to mentors out there, but
God damn, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, because,
I do kind of agree with that.
Because all they tell me is the stuff I already know, and I'm like, I'm trying to do that. Tell me the
stuff
secret.
That seems impossible.
Yeah. Tell me exactly how to get more of an audience. I'll do anything. And then they tell me, okay, well, it's just a slow grind. You gotta, you gotta do these events and get more people out. And I'm like, okay, okay. I'm like, well, that's hard. We're doing that. And then they're like, well, just continue to be as funny as possible. Get more guests in. Do more podcasts. It boils down to just do more work.
Yeah, just do more work.
Yeah.
So, most mentors just tell their mentees, they're like, hey, you just need to work harder.
Exactly. And
which we know, but I'm so I can't work any harder. I'm tired.
No, but you can, and that's something. But everybody, there's like, well, you can if you want to be more successful, work harder.
I want to do Kratom.
We're like, I don't want to work harder.
I don't.
No one wants to work harder.
Does.
Because it's work. Anyway,
but I do feel like it'd be fun to be a mentor.
Mr. Obvious.
So what hat are you gonna wear, Mr. Obvious? Should I bring you one? If I brought you one, would you like? At least take a photo with me?
Back to network.
Okay.
So it seems that I look around at some of these super successful people out there, right?
Yeah.
And they're like got a lot of money. They are like
a lot of work done on their face.
Movers and shakers, and they know people, and they play golf with executives or whatever.
Yeah, do you play golf? We should start playing golf.
Write these things down.
Write these things down.
Yeah, well, first I get too drunk.
Yeah, I do too.
And then second,
I've always wanted to be the guy that could go to a business lunch, and I show up, and I'm dressed to the 1000s, and we order martinis, and we're like sipping it. Yeah. And they're like, why were you late? And I was like, I was in my car mentoring some people. Like, had them on a speakerphone telling them how stupid they are for not working hard.
And it seems like there's a big groups of people that all just give money to each other.
Yes. Now you get it. Now you get it.
And they're in charge of the money.
Yes.
And then they just give it to their friends they play golf with or whatever. Oh, I'm white.
Yeah, but you're trash white. Sorry, you're trash white. No, we're trash white.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm trying to elevate myself. White people are so boring, though.
The only way to elevate yourself is to wear a cowboy hat, and you don't want to do it.
And also, I'm used to being friends with Brown.
I know you are. You're from Miami.
Because they're more interesting and more fun.
They are.
The whites, I can't even relate to the whites.
Better music.
They're boring as hell. They're stiff. The racism I can get along with.
That's kind of fun.
I can understand.
I can dabble in that. I think everybody dabbles a little bit in it. It's pretty fun.
Anyway, back to networking. So a lot of these people just go to bars and go to these events and they talk to each other, get each other's numbers.
We have to be part of these, like, you got to be part of the downtown mayor's committee on, like, education. You know, you join all these things. You join things like my wife does it. She's on like a couple of boards, and then she does a chair. Yeah, okay, she's a chair,
God.
and then she'll like hold a meeting, and then she's like in the.
Oh God!
Yeah, it's a lot of little things. And she does little dues.
It's the work, the dues and the meetings.
She pays dues.
Every meeting I'm involved in, nothing gets done.
When's the last time you went to a mixer?
No.
You drop by the mixer. You stop in. I got invited to a
grand
opening.
Small talk.
I got invited to a local business person's grand opening, and then he texted me. He said, "I hope you stop by." So it's one of those things where you're making the case that if a local business owner emails me his grand opening and then message me, "You should stop by," then I should do that because that is networking, right?
Yes.
But you don't see the value in that because sometimes that is a waste of time. So you go to that guy's business, you shake hands, you meet everybody, you leave, and you get 0 leads out of it. You can't hook your fish hook to that because you know that there's a possibility that it's a big fat 0. And when it's a big fat 0, you'd rather just stay inside.
But there's a lot of zeros that you have to go through to get a 1.
To get a hero.
And I know that's part of it. And the other part is like a lot of times it's just making friends with the rich whites.
Yes.
So, and then you have to be their
you
friend.
Look trustworthy. I'll give you some money.
Yeah. But you got to be their friend. Mm-hmm. So then you got to, like, you know.
Listen to their dumb stuff.
You have to, like, talk about the same things.
You're describing business, right?
But why are we going to be friends? We're like, does this work business-wise? I give you money. I'll make you money. We both make each other money. Does that have anything to do with what our hobbies are? Do I have to talk to you about our kids
so
are up
you want
to?
it without the song and dance?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. What you're asking for may not exist.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Okay, I get it. I get what you're saying. You want all the benefits of the mixer, and I went here, and you emailed me about this, and I can connect you with this guy, and this is a lead for you, and I introduced you to this guy. You want all of the benefits of that, but
without the song,
without the pleasantries.
I'll blow the smoke. I could do that through text, through talking. I'll be sitting here, but
I think that's what like secret societies are for, right? It's like once you're in, then you're in, and everybody knows why you're there.
Yeah, but the secret societies, they have these annual events that you have to do, and the mixers, the damn mixers
again.
The
mixers are bad. Yeah, you're showing up a Bohemian Grove. You know, we got a buddy up there playing piano. They're sacrificing the Virgin. You forgot your cape. It's back in your Explorer. You run back. You ask valet to pull your car around so you get your dagger out.
See, because I feel like some people, they like the pomp and circumstance, and they like the dressing up and going to the events, and the mayor's there, and then
okay. I'll blow your mind.
This high-powered lawyer's over here, and the mayor, and like I just don't care about any of this stuff. Yeah. And they're like, oh, this guy owns
you can say
5 Barnes and Nobles.
You can say you can wrap it. You can wrap it. I don't care about the mayor. You can wrap that.
Yeah. And like also I find now some rich people are interesting. But for the most part, like
the crazy ones are interesting.
The ultra rich are interesting. Yeah. The middle rich, boring.
Yeah, if you're like wealthy and you have like multiple vehicles and your kids are like want for nothing and your wife is beautiful, you're boring. Yeah, but if you're so rich that you want women to poop on you, I want to talk to you.
The poors are the interesting. I like talking to the poors because
we're closer to them. That's why.
Yeah, and they'll be. I'm like, you bought a jet ski today. They'll do ridiculous.
Yeah.
You bought a jet ski on Craigslist.
That actually got me excited when you said it. When you said you bought a jet ski today, I was like, where? Where is it?
And then he's like, no, I traded my broken 4-wheeler for a jet ski.
Like
they have some cock, and they're like, like, hey, we're gonna go out jet skiing this weekend. But I don't have the kids this weekend.
Yeah.
You know,
I love
they're
a good
divorced.
trade.
They got a jet ski. I'm like, oh, that was something fun.
Poor people don't have mentors.
Yeah, the rich, they're like, I have to, go visit my daughter in college. Some boring thing.
Yeah.
It's not interesting at all.
Would you? Let's do another one here. Let's try this one right here.
Hey, Tom and Dan, this is Charles. Just checking in with you. Just listening to the show about Max needing a nickname for his breakdancing. I think a couple of names I was thinking of. One would be Mayo. I think that would be a good name for him.
I think he said Mayo,
which
I kind of get what he's going for there.
The other name would be the Rizzler. I think
already taken by that fat kid that was on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Do you do the Rizzler face? Do you do the
Mayo and the Rizzler?
Get away with that, or maybe even Little Van. I think that would be a
minivan's not bad. I thought of that one already, but I kept it to myself.
No, minivan is that's actually a good idea. Little van, sir, like you couldn't even get to minivan. You're a little van.
It's very easy. It's right there. I've thought of it 100 times. Minivan is great.
You had the same word.
Yeah, I mean he's little. He's cute.
This is how bad people are with comedy. Mayo, the Rizzler, and Little Van, where you could have easily gone minivan. And you hit it out of the park.
Right, what's his middle name?
Max?
Yeah.
The Savage. Remember?
There it is.
Yeah. It's the Savage.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, although I think that's you can't have the coach.
Oh, I didn't think of it. Okay,
it can't be, Spindian and the Savage.
Spindian and the Savage is a Middle Eastern morning show that I would listen to. It's Spindian and the Savage, live. Bollywood 105. Let's try this one right here.
Hey, Tom and Dan. I had two quick gripes I wanted to share with you. One is I've ordered 4 things recently: a pair of headphones, a vinyl record, CPAP supplies, and a walker, 2 of which are medical devices for older people I take care of. All 4 situations, all 4 separate companies, all 4 separate orders. And in all 4 situations in the last month, I've had to reach out to these companies, ask for updates, get my order information manually by asking them for it. I am noticing that it seems like a pattern. Maybe it's just me or something, but it seems like a pattern that is recently emerging is the post-purchase service to the customer. Obviously it's a small sample size, but I'm getting no updates, no email confirmations about anything. I've checked spam and all that, junk and all,
I would sort of agree with that. I would say the email communication from retailers, especially with stuff that I've ordered online, has been less than maybe it has been. I kind of get what he's saying. I don't do a lot of online shopping, Well, I go into town to buy my groceries. No, I'm kidding. We do some, but I don't do a ton.
Well, people are also, they're used to what you'll get if you order from Amazon. And this is where people forget that,
it's rocket fire fast.
Amazon is a $1 trillion company, and they have the infrastructure to overserve they have multi-million-dollar automated systems.
They don't even need the returns.
Yeah, no, they
just
throw that in the garbage.
Landfill. I hate that part of it, man. I really hate that part of it.
So when you order from individual companies, you're like, "Where's my confirmation email? And where's this?" And then because you're just programmed to everything's like Amazon. It's like, this is a smaller company, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they're not necessarily sending the confirmation email, or they're doing it manually.
You know the worst?
Like, this is not automated.
Yeah.
Whatever your CPAP mask
Yeah.
is some small company in Milwaukee that may not have the
It might
infrastructure.
actually be one human in charge of sending an email back. Like, seriously, I've had times where people have gotten back to me, and the person emailing me, and I thought it was a big company, and they'll email and say, "Hey, so sorry, I was on vacation." I'm like, "On vacation? I thought this was automated." He continues.
And getting these people to send me an update is like pulling teeth. I'm wondering if any other BDM or anyone else listening has had a similar experience purchasing through something, not through Amazon, like directly from the manufacturer of those things, that is just like terrible. I'm like,
I have one, Fanatics. I know a lot of people in the listening audience probably use Fanatics to purchase, stuff for your favorite football team or, maybe for your loved one or whatever. And they are the single worst company. That and Kings Road merch, the company that does all the punk rock merch for like Descendants and all those bands. Kings Road and Fanatics they're so big, you accept that they're terrible because they're just so big. They're selling 1,000 different variations of the Atlanta Falcons jersey.
Yeah,
that's just one team. So it's going to be bad. They've got, 10,000 pieces of merch on their website? It's just going to be bad.
Now, what's weird is that because, like, even when you go to tomanddan.com and you order some merch from us, right? So Eric does an awesome job.
He does.
But
he's also braiding hair this weekend. I want to keep reminding people, if you are going out.
At the food truck fiesta.
At the food truck fiesta, he will be braiding hair.
One $10 shirt, he'll give you one braid.
One little Rasta. One Rasta braid, Mom.
Yeah, with just 2 beads at the end.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing. We're not going to get, come on.
But through Shopify, which is,
Shopify.
It's made for small businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of have automated that. So when you order something through our thing, it does send you an email.
I think
and
it
then
does,
it sends you tracking information. So even like a small company as us, we're insanely small. You'll get a tracking information email.
Ryan in the chat room nailed another one that I use a lot for it here, but their customer service, I don't even think it's real. Newegg. I buy a lot of cables from Newegg. When we've built computers, I've used Newegg to build this studio. If you buy something from Newegg and they send it to you and you need to return it, you might as well just keep it and reorder something else. And I've done that before where I have cables in there where they sent me the wrong cable and I'll look at it and you'll be like, well, it's $4. Just order another one. I hate that though a little bit. It's gross.
Because it's a waste.
I have a tub of cables in there.
No. I'm going to call Crystal because she just got scammed the other day, like an old meme.
Yes, we're getting old.
Yeah. She ordered something off of a website that was emulated. Like
really?
Like it was supposed to be. She went to the person's whatever. Hey, babe, I'm gonna put you on the show. I want to talk to you about the scam.
I want to make you look bad. Hey, babe, it's me. I want to make you look bad. Tell them how dumb you are. What line?
1.
Hey, Crystal, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
So,
I'm good.
Tell us about how you got scammed like a meemaw from ordering something.
It's not fair that you just call her and they're like, here, we're going to put you on the line. Tell them how dumb you are.
Yeah, so I'm not that old, I grew up with the internet.
You're 37 years old, lady. Come on.
Thank you.
Come on.
No. I forgot this morning. I was literally, I was like, hold on, am I turning 42 or 43? I literally, oh my God, I started doing the math of my birth year. Anyway, go ahead.
It gets harder to remember the older you get.
It does.
But I've always wanted this vase. It's a peace sign vase from the Jungalo, and it's an account that I follow, and she's like very jungly and African, and it's really she has really cool styles. And,
a lot of people don't know that you have one of the largest collections of pre-apartheid African art, right?
Oh,
in Orlando, or did you give it to the museum? You're offering up some of the collection.
Oh, Daniel, my great grandmother painted these African paintings, and I love them.
They are very good. They're seated next to your singing Satchmo.
Oh, come on. Anyway,
which my sons are. They call it Barack Obama, and I'm like, don't say that out loud.
Barack Obama, change. Am I right? All right.
Oh my God. Anyway, the vase was like $50, and it's like I just never could talk myself into buying it because I don't know. Do I need to spend $50 on a vase? I don't really need. But anyway, when I was on the bus ride.
Oh, so you did anyway.
No, I as an emotional person, I think she should do it. She's earned the vase. I mean, you can't just have your stinky old plants in little paper cups everywhere in the house. This woman deserves a vase.
It's like a decorative vase. Like I would just put some fake,
put some beads,
things in it.
Water beads. Put some water beads in it. Put a lily and some water beads in there.
We got a lot of vases.
The other day when I was on the bus ride to St. Augustine for Max's field trip, I was bored, so I was just, looking at my phone for however long it took to get there. And I thought about the vase, and I looked it up, and it was on sale. So I was like, oh, this is awesome. Anyway, I poked around her website, and I thought about buying some other things that were on sale, and I was like, no, I'm just going to buy this one. Let me, restrain myself. And so I purchased it, and right when I hit pay, I got a text message from my bank that said, did you just try to make a purchase for this amount from this website? And it was like not the same amount, and it was not the same website. So, anyway, but then the card didn't go through. So they asked me for my card information again. So I put it in again. And apparently it was a totally fake website. And I was just entering my card over and over and charging myself to some scam website.
That's awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. Show your mobs quick.
Well, that's where the old lady part comes in.
You got to keep doing it.
As I understand, you did it once, and then something weird happened.
Yeah.
That should have been the tell to, hey, let's pull back here.
Yeah, my mom gave Newt Gingrich $1,000 26 times via email.
When something weird happens, and listen, I'll get tricked every once in a while. It happens a lot. But then when something...
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. We're in St. Augustine.
But when something weird is happening, I'm not like, oh, no, I can't be wrong. I'm just going to keep doing it.
I'm going to force this scam through.
Because people tell me I'm wrong all the time, if something weird happens, I'm like, must be
cautious,
wrong.
Yeah.
I'm cautious. And I think
Do you feel like that? Have we? Are you like a dog now, like a scared dog?
Yeah. When I go over, I'm like, there's an open bowl of food here.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, this is a trick of something.
Yeah. They're going to tie me to a tree.
Sometimes there's these little like phishing things that come up. Like you get emailed all the time emails from like Bank of America, and then it has like a Wells Fargo thing in the body of the email, and it wants you to put in your bank info, or like PayPal, and then it asks you to log in directly from the email. Like those are obvious, but this is an entire website. The entire website is like mimicked from the original girl's website. So her actual website is jungalo.com, and this website is jungaloshop.com.
Wait, Juggalo.com? I know what happened.
But so it has all of her information. It has I don't know. I can't explain it. It has all the tabs. It's got
That's
all
what old people say. That's what old people say. They get flustered and they go, I can't explain it.
But it's got the tabs. It was the top result on Google too. So like I kind of do have a little bit of a trust if I'm searching like Jungalo on Google and that's the first one that comes up. I just clicked on it. I didn't know, to look for jungalo.com instead of jungaloshop.com.
I could see that happening 100%.
And there's software that mimics, will mimic an entire other website.
Email, websites, phone calls, everything.
It would just copy everything.
Yeah, it's laid on top of it. It's not even, you're not even on the regular site. You think you are. What you're visualizing is something completely different, and they're hiding the actual web address of where you're at. It's not easily active for you to see that. So that sucks. I'm sorry, Krista. Are you gonna get the vase? Did you get your money back?
No, I don't get the vase. It's I didn't buy it.
No, buy it. I mean you could buy it you could treat yourself now.
Well, I don't even want to admit this part. I later found out that the Jungalo shop is closed. It's permanently closed, so I can no longer ever get this vase.
Oh, now it's a super rare vase.
So the whole thing was just a waste, and I got, a bunch of charges, and then, but they, the bank refunds them to you, so that's nice. But I have almost every single thing I pay for, all my bills, everything, it's auto pay to this card, so now I have to spend hours going back and like changing the credit card numbers from.
You should get her that vase for Christmas, man.
No,
you need to get. Did you write down that she wants?
Great inconvenience.
Did you write down that she wants that vase? A smart man that wants mouth time for boys would write down right now peace sign vase, very rare, hard to find, and flag that for Christmas, and that way you get her the vase.
That thing has been, Daniel. That has been in my Christmas list for years.
You know what?
He's never
I might know a certain little elf that might be bringing you a vase this year, and his name might be Little Baja Blast Danny. I've switched to Baja Blast now. I don't drink a Diet Mountain Dew. I drink Baja Blast.
Here's the kicker to all this. I'm at Publix like 4 days ago, and I'm buying some stuff, and I normally don't leave the house dressed that poorly because I'm embarrassed to who I'm going to run into. But today I was.
What'd you have on? Tasmanian devil shirt?
Tiny Dukes, some stained shirt and a bandana.
All right.
And then I'm checking out. I hand my card over, and you're like, "Sir, this card doesn't work. It's declined." I'm like, "Wait," and I reverted back to 20 years ago. I was like, "There's monies in there. I know
there's monies in there."
And then there's people waiting behind me as they look me up and down and are like, this bum's trying to buy a bunch of alcohol and other garbage, and he's got no money, and he's doing the whole.
Look at how skinny he is. It drinks his life away.
and then I went back and forth. I'm like, this just worked the other day.
Oh,
There's
you
no
did
reason.
that? You did the there's money on there.
Yeah. Then I was very embarrassed and to find out Crystal had canceled all our cards because the old peace sign face and the Meemaw scam.
I didn't know it was going to cancel yours. Why would it cancel your? I didn't know you had the same card number as me. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't think you should. You should have a separate card number. At least I do. I'm not allowed to have the same card number. I have to have a separate one so my wife can track me like a prisoner.
That's what I thought. I also made a mistake. I switched us from my Delta American Express like 6 months ago over to a United Visa because I was tired of having to go through Atlanta using our like Sky Miles.
Yeah.
And they recently just took me down from platinum to silver. I was also unhappy about that.
They jumped you from platinum to silver. What happened to gold? You need to call them and say, like, where's gold?
I know. They reconfigured everything. But anyway, so I made an emotional move, I think, to a new credit card. And the old one used to be 2 different numbers, but this one was the same.
I love emotional moves. I like it when my football team loses and I smash my TV.
Yeah. I guess what happens with emotional business decisions is Crystal's like, the Delta tickets are cheaper now.
They are. And you know what? I booked our tickets for our next ski trip. I ended up booking them on Delta, and I didn't have any freaking miles to buy them with because they're all on the United card.
Yeah, and you're down at silver.
To cap this whole family business, the airing of the family business.
The airing of the business.
We'll end with a scam that I almost got a scam with the other day, which I got a call. And it was, it didn't sound like an Indian call center or like there was nothing. Like usually it's like whoop, and then and then there's chaos in the background. And then I'm like, I know immediately. But this one was different, and it didn't have a scam likely. And it was like, is this Thomas Van? I'm like, yes. And they're like, your card has been compromised. And then I'm like, okay. And then they're like, can you, it's a Wells Fargo, whatever.
Could you give me the entire card number, please, and the CVC?
No, he said, is this Thomas Butler? Which is and the why
that's demasculizing.
Why they said that is because I'm still under the AT&T plan of my father-in-law from me being a teen.
Nothing says success like still being under your father-in-law's AT&T plan.
Yeah, because me and Crystal have been together so long that when I was a teen,
oh my God,
out of high school going into college, that Crystal's like, if we get on my dad's plan, we'll save $180 or whatever. And then I'm like, all right, yeah, well,
you're my top 5. Oh my God. You're my T-Mobile top 5.
It was probably more like a $40 savings.
Yeah.
Hey, man, $40 is $40.
So 25 years later, nothing has changed. And so anytime I call someone, Crystal's dad's name comes up on the caller ID or whatever, and then the scam callers call me.
Yeah.
So then,
Crystal brought up something that has really ignited the chat room. Apparently, Crystal, if you want the tea, Jungle Low partnered with Target, sold her soul, and doesn't sell first party anymore. She cashed out.
She first partnered with Target and was still selling her own stuff also. She just had a limited line with Target, which I was really excited about because then I could go and look. I bought a couple of pillows and cute things. I really like her stuff, but I didn't know she closed her shop when I went onto this other phony website and gave them some money.
Sucks.
God, I wish we got that Target money.
Yeah,
I like how people are mad that she got
it's
rich
Tom and
Target.
Dan for Target.
Yeah,
what would we sell? Like
people
fart jokes?
I wanted you to be poor the rest of your life. I'm mad that you're rich. Target gave you money. That's what you're saying. Like, of course, Target's not going to want her to sell her own stuff. They're like, we want complete control over everything. That's why we paid you a lot of money.
You got to do that thing where you sell it to Target and then you start a whole new brand and make that premium, and you get all the money.
Oh, they put you in a non-compete, everything.
No, completely different brand. Yeah. Like it's a completely different company.
Oh, yeah. No,
like you can own that whole brand. Jungalo, that's all you. Well, this
you know.
new thing is called, this is Jungle High. It's a whole new thing.
but
Not
is
even
it-
got my name on it.
Is it gonna be the same kind of cute little?
Well, she designs
vases?
it. I think she still designs the stuff. She just doesn't do the production and sell direct anymore.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but for
we'll
sure
get it for you.
they got a non-compete that she can't design any vases for anybody else for 10 years. Like when companies give
Yeah,
you
they do like to lock you down.
millions of dollars, they're like, you can't go and do anything else. I'm like, this is why we're giving you the money.
Damn, Jay Korn in our Twitch chat room, this could have been you, Crystal. He said, we had our entire bank account hacked, all 3 accounts, drained everything out of them a month ago. Every dime?
Oh my God, how did that happen? That's terrible.
How'd they get it out? With Zelle or something? Usually Zelle will text
you
you
immediately, yeah.
Like, and you can't.
I feel like I want to know more about that, like, because I'm pretty frivolous with I'm loose with my passwords and,
Oh,
put
I am. My phone's got unlimited photos of all my credit cards in it.
Yeah, right. Like, I should I be more careful? I just kind of assumed. They texted me right away, like right when the first charge went through for $48 or whatever it was. Like, they texted me and were like, "Is this you? This seems like fraud." So.
Yeah, they had the process,
How'd
and
they
then
get
you're
the whole
like,
account?
not fraud. I want this face. And I'll keep inserting my credit card over and over. How did they take the money out of the bank account?
He is saying they have no idea. The bank said it happens more than you think. So he has no.
Yeah, but
He said it was all refunded, but had to
But
close
it's
that account and open a new one.
the point is, like, getting even the money out is hard to do without some sort of notification or you verifying. Like, everything we go through our bank account always has 2-step verification. They kind of make you do it.
Yeah, it is interesting, though, but it seems like there was no problem. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess the worst that would happen is you go to do something and you have no money, which could be scary.
Yeah. I'm like, even if someone got into your personal bank account, how the hell would they get money out?
Listen, let's talk to him Sunday when we go over to Lake Conway. We'll meet up with him on the lake and talk to him about it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
All right, babe. Well, if
We're gonna get you the vase, I promise.
Are you? How's business going? Are those houses selling?
Are those houses? Hey,
You sounded like Pop Pop right there.
you go swimming today. You get your feet wet.
Are you out there doing some open houses?
Working hard, hardly working. What you doing?
Are you putting out those signs, those handwritten signs, like house for sale 3-2 block?
Yeah, I got my big fat marker.
Those work.
What is your spread? If I come to your open house, Crystal, what is the spread that I'm going to be greeted with when I walk in the door?
Well, what do you want? Whatever you want.
I like a party sub.
Well, what's the standard?
I like. Okay, I'm gonna give you a
Firehouse?
You know what? No, I don't want firehouse. You know what I want, and this is a specialty. But if you really want to start moving the housing needle, you need to go back to Hovan rolls. Do you remember Hovan rolls?
No, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
It's a Middle Eastern pita treat where it's like ham and like lettuce, and then they smear cream cheese on the pita and they roll it up and then they slice it into these little circles. It's kind of like those things you eat over at Publix, but it's a brand. It's called Hovan. I'm telling you right now, you get some Hovan rolls in there.
Well,
you're gonna be selling houses. Oh, you won't have enough houses to sell.
It depends on what the neighborhood is. If you get the Hovan, the locks, like you gotta go.
They got tabbouleh. Do you like tabbouleh?
You guys are naming a bunch of stinky stuff. We're not going to bring stinky food.
No, tabbouleh's not stinky. It's like what is it? Tabbouleh with cucumbers, some garlic, some feta cheese in there.
You're frying fajitas.
No, nobody wants to walk into a house.
I'm not calling them. The chat room's yelling at them. They're like, call them pinwheels like a goddamn American. I'm not. They're Hovan rolls. I'm calling them what they're called, Hovans.
You get some.
You're going to get some cookies and some soda and water. If you come.
What kind of? Is it cold soda or warm soda?
It's always cold. I ice cold it.
How familiar are you with the property videos?
With the what?
The property videos on the porno sites.
I don't know what you're talking. I know that just as much as I know what a Hovan roll is.
Google.
She doesn't watch that stuff. Only men do.
You're missing out. All right. Well, we better get out of here. It's getting weird.
All right, babe. I'll talk to you
Bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. Very nice of her to allow us to call her up and we make her look like a fool.
Anyway,
You need to go to that, boss.
and then I thought to myself, I was like, all right, well, if we're under my father-in-law's AT&T plan for now, it's been 25 years, then at this point, we have to be grandfathered into something, right?
Yeah.
And then it turns out, like when Crystal looked into it, like they were like, "Oh, you're paying more than you should be."
Oh, sorry.
And they're like, "No one ever keeps their account open this long, and they always change it to get the cheaper rate." So
I did like that you called. You're like, well, of course. I mean, we signed up for this in 2002. We've been on there for like 23 years. Let's check and see what the savings are. You're paying $700 a month or something.
Because they were like, everybody always calls and says we're going to cancel if you don't.
No, they don't. That's
pay.
not true. That's not. Everybody does not always call.
That's what the norm is. Like they don't hold their account and just keep taking the increases. They always get mad. They're like, I'm going to leave if you don't make this less.
I think most people don't look.
Well, apparently we don't. And then my father-in-law damn sure didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, we're paying
more. It's like
more.
the cable bill, right? Like it creeps up, and people are like, you finally look at it, and you're like, what the hell is this?
No, yeah, that's what they, But I think like a lot of people in like, check the, especially everybody.
Well, Andrea does.
Yeah,
but look at me. Do you think I do?
No, but you got Andrea.
Right. But if I didn't have her.
No, yeah.
When I was a single man, I got into like I've talked about this. I'm not good with money.
Yeah.
I can be if I really apply myself to it. I had to have my mom sat me down. I had to have like a little thing where I put all my bills. I had to like schedule an alarm to go off for me to pay them, and I had to sit there and physically write checks. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not good at it.
Okay, well, your mom taught you about money.
But I'm bad at it.
I didn't learn about it. Like, you should be better if you got taught about it.
Let me preface. The only reason my mom taught me about it is because I was making so many bad decisions, like overdrafting, couldn't pay this, try to borrow for the, you know what I mean? And then she's like, hold on, I'm going to show you how to do this. So it was out of necessity. It wasn't like they did it out of the kindness of their heart.
My mom taught me if you just keep calling over and over, you'll finally get a nice big black
person.
mama that will give you your money back.
I love the nice big black mamas. They're so nice.
And then they'll feel sorry for you.
Get a real human on the line.
That if you, but back in the early 2000s, it was actually, was not automated. Now, I'm sure that it's way harder to get your overdraft.
I tried to cancel an order from the aforementioned Fanatics Corporation, and only way you could do it is to go online. You had to go online and physically talk to a chat bot, and you're putting in numbers and codes. It's completely there's nothing human about it.
Yeah.
It worked. I will give it to that. It did work, but there's nothing. It is all automated, and if you mess up one digit, you're screwed. There's no help. There's no critical thinking. There's no let me try this. There's no let me try this. That's gone.
Yeah. You're just doing the process, the automated process.
If you can't do the process and you can't do it like the way that they want you to do it, you're probably not going to. You might as well just keep what you have and eat it.
All right.
We got to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
Anything to remind everybody about?
We got our big beer fest and Sofa and Suds coming up November 23rd and 24th. They're both free.
Yes,
downtown Sanford. The beer fest has got live music, vendors, food trucks. There's going to be 30 breweries out there. We're giving her a free sample cup starting at noon.
And just come hang out. It's going to be great music. Silver Linings playing. It's going to be so fun.
The first 500 people will get a gift bag with gifts from our sponsors and us. We're making a magnet this year and stuff. So that'll be from starting at noon.
Yep.
So if you get there early, then just go to Celery City or West End for a beer. Wait for the free beer to start giving out. That'll start at 1.
Yep.
Silver Linings starts at noon. At 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
We got some other
Orlando Music Syndicates out there. We got some music for you guys that way. And again, just hanging out. I'm going to be walking all around talking to everybody. It's one of the, if not the most fun events that we do, and it will certainly be a lot of fun to see you guys.
Yep, free, and then the Sanford couch races are the next day on Sunday.
Yeah, man, come for Sofa and Suds. And guys, thank you so much for listening, and we will see you tomorrow. Okay.
Cool. All right.
Thursday.
We're good.
All right.
We went ahead and just did the whole thing.
It was flowing really well, and it was funny, and Crystal was great. Okay. Guys, are we done for today?
I think that's the last time we're recording because we got a bunch of event things to do.
Yeah, I got like commercials to work on and emails to send out, and yeah, he's up to the eyeballs in event stuff. We do need some. I guess I'll just say this to you guys. We do need some volunteers for the 28th.
No, 20th.
Oh, I thought you said the 28th. Sorry.
Yeah.
The 20th.
Yes.
To to pack up our bags, our little gifty bags. And you would meet here at 10 a.m., and we would pack it up and provide lunch for you guys. We only need a couple of folks.
Yeah, we're just looking for like 4 people to help us. It's like we got 6 items and a sample cup to put in 500 bags. So I was thinking that we probably can get it done between 10 and 2 on Wednesday. If we have,
it won't take long.
We have 4 volunteers. Crystal's coming, me and Daniel, and I think we can knock out 500 bags in the, 2 hours before lunch.
Yeah.
Hour and a half after lunch.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. So, DeBerry Joe tentatively could offer, a hand. Yeah.
You got to work, Joe.
Yeah,
you're doing a hard-ass manual labor.
Just throwing it out there. So if anybody can help, that'd be great. If not, I'm going to put something in the BDM group later today asking for some volunteers. But, guys, we'll...
just email me or Daniel, show@tomanddan.com or tom at tom.